Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost, and today we are doing a bit of a, well, I say we, but you know, it's just a fun figure of speech, but more rather I am doing a different video today on the channel where I'm just going to be kind of talking about the game and the state of the game. It's been a while since I've sat down and had a chat with, I guess, with myself and just my thoughts on the game and how everything is right now. Now, the state of the game, I think it's in a good spot in terms of content and a bunch of stuff to do. I think Wargaming has done more than enough to make this game, you know, engaging, right? There's a lot to do, and I'd say a lot. There's really not a lot to do, but it gets repetitive after a while. Like, that's one of my big issues, is you play for so long, like I have, 5 years. Off and on, 200 plus days played, 250 plus days played. I've got over 20 something thousand standard battles. And, well, you just get to a point where the game becomes quite repetitive, and you want more stuff to do in game with the ships you have. Like, I've got 356 ships in my port. I would like more things to do with my ships in battle. I wish there was a lot more game modes, like operations, like a lot of just different fun things to do. I wish there was just some, I don't know. Because standard battles, after a while, it gets so annoying. Like, I don't know about you guys, but standard battles sometimes makes me want to absolutely lose my fucking mind. I can't count how many times there's been games where there's just been endless amounts of bullshit that have occurred in the span of about 5 to 15 minutes. And the amount of games and the quality of the games sometimes are just absolutely abysmal. You get horrible teammates that don't give a shit about anything or anyone. They just care about themselves. They only care about their pretty boats and watching their ships blow up in spectacular fashions. These are people that get home from work or whatever they do. They sit down on their couch and they open up some fudge rounds, some Little Debbie fudge rounds, and slam those things down their throat. They play with their controller with one hand and they jerk off with the other. And they could give absolutely two shits less about anybody else or anything. And they spend about 30% of their paycheck on the game. So that way, you know, Wargaming continues to appeal to these absolute bottom feeders. And, you know, someone like me who's been playing the game for so long, I've been putting so much money and time and effort into this game. I've posted content on it over the past not 5 years, but more like the past 2 to 3 years that I've been around. And I've done more than enough to help and contribute to this game and in the community. And at this point, I just really don't care anymore. Like, I just don't care. Like, they could, literally, guys, I'm at the point now where Wargaming could add submarines, and I just would not care. I don't get as emotionally hell-bent up anymore, because at this point, this game is gonna just, it's just gonna, you know, it's gonna be, there's always gonna be problems, and that's never going to change. There's always going to be bad teammates. There's always going to be bad players. That is never going to change. I hate to burst your bubbles, but there's absolutely nothing we can do to change the way people are, and you know, because people are going to be people. Stupidity is, unfortunately, incurable. There's no cure to stupidity. You can only, the only person that can fix stupidity is the person that is stupid themselves. You can't fix stupidity for people, and that's unfortunately the sad reality of it. You know, 2 years ago, a year ago, I was always making problems videos, and players were on the top 2, that's for sure. And I would always give recommendations to help cure the absolute bottom feeders in this game. But the truth is, there is absolutely no cure. Wargaming could do everything in their power to try to help these newer players and people that, not even newer players. Some people just play this game over the past 5 years just very, very casually, and they have no intention at all to get better at the game. They just want to play shooty boats and mess around, and they don't care about anything. So that's the bottom line. It's never going to change. The quality of matches is never going to change. You're going to get lucky here and there, and you're going to have an occasional good game. And that's when the game is absolutely fun. When you can have those good games here and there, and when you can actually have a decent team, and you can actually do a bit of damage and do things and have some fun. And those are the games that keep us coming back. It gets the crack addiction going, as I like to call it. So, yeah, you know, I still eventually do get those good games. And honestly, it's what reminds me of how good this game can be at some points. But it still doesn't change the fact that this game can be very, very repetitive, and it doesn't help either that there's a lot of stupid shit out there you see from a lot of different sources in the World of Warships Legends community, especially in the WoW's Legends Discord. You know, I pretty much gave up on the WoW's Legends community as a whole. I just focus on my own community and some other communities that I'm in, but other than that, I really just don't care anymore. That's the thing. If Wargaming's not going to care, why should I care? They're, at the end of the day, they're a company. They're here to make money, and that's their number one goal, to make money. They'll occasionally add things in to try to get more stimuli into the game and pump some a little bit of life into it, but they're going to completely and always have money on the top of their priority list, and that's just the sad truth. And that's honestly how gaming has been the past 10 to 12 years. The last truly great online multiplayer game was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And even that one, that was the beginning of Microtransaction City. Lots of DLC maps and shit. They were great DLC maps. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's just how gaming is now, guys, and we just kind of have to deal with it. If you don't have fun on this game, go play something else, because that's what I do. I can't count how many times in the past 6 months where on my live streams, for example, I've just said, yeah, no, fuck this shit, fuck everybody, I'm going to go play a different game, or I'm just going to completely get off. Because the game sometimes just gets that bad to the point where you're like, yeah, no, fuck it. And that's okay. And that's completely fine. You're going to eventually have good games, and you're going to have bad games. And that's just the way it is, and that's the way I see it. At this point, I'm just here for the ride. I really could care less how this game turns out in the end. I hope that Wargaming in this company continues to do good. But, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. That's pretty much it. It is what it is. You got to kind of learn to enjoy the game for what it is. Try to enjoy the game for what it is, rather. You know, you'll have some fun moments, and you won't have some fun moments. Like, it's just how it is, guys. So, yeah, is there anything else to cover? I don't think so. I think the game is in a good spot in terms of content. They've been definitely upping the bar up, and they've been releasing a lot more things to do and a calendar every update, and I give Wargaming props for that. But other than that, I just kind of gave up on actually genuinely caring about the game. Like, I really don't care as much. And I think most people don't either. Like, I'll be honest. Most of the content creators, most of the community contributors for this game don't care either. Like, they're lying to you. If they say, oh, I love this game. It's such a great game. I come on every day and have an absolute fantastic time. No, it ain't like that. Most of the CCs for this game are in it for the money. They just want their $200 to $300 to $500 to $1,000 paycheck at the end of the month from their YouTube account. And that's about it. And I'll be honest, I'm in it for the money too. Somewhat. Somewhat. Although I do still have enjoyment here and there. With this game, I still have fun with you guys, and I honestly, that's the best thing that's came out of this game, is my community and the people that I've met. But yeah, I mean, that's honestly the truth. The sad truth is, it just about content creators with this game, especially. We keep playing because number one, we're addicted, but number two, we have YouTube channels. We want to keep pumping life into them and making a bit of money. Like, especially, I'm not going to name any names, but you know who they are. Yeah, that's our big incentive. Why we're still playing this game? Because we have invested so much money, so much time into this game, we can't really leave it. We're kind of stuck until something else pops up. I'm just being honest. Like, for some people, especially the biggest one out there, not gonna name their name, but you know who they are. This game is literally their career. They can't afford to hate this game and move on. You know who they are. I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to. Again, I have no problems with that. Like, I can respect it. But, you know, YouTube and gaming and stuff like that, they can be a job and they can go hand in hand. So, yeah, but I'm not going to be a fake pawn for Wargaming. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I tried to. I tried everything in my power, personally, to become a community contributor for their game, but it didn't matter how much I contributed to their game. It didn't matter how much sucking up I did to them. It just did not matter. In the end, I made one joke, and I got banned from their Discord for it because there are a bunch of scumbag, loser, woke people in that Discord, and in most of the Discords, honestly. Bunch of woke losers, and I'm honestly not for it. I don't care. Fuck them. I don't want to be a CC for this game because it's just like, dude, why would I want to be a CC for this game? Like, at this point, I've gave up on that because I already have most of everything I want. Like, the only reason why I'd want to be a CC is to get ships early. And that's about it. Like, that's the only reason why, so I can cover content for them day one. But again, I really don't care anymore. Like, I'll occasionally spend money on the campaign. I might blow 20, 30 bucks here and there on some crates, you know, because that's what Wargaming wants, is for you to do that. And that's about it. You know? I'll be real, this game is an addiction. It's like a fucking lottery addiction. Like, it gets you hooked. And you can't quit. You just keep coming back. Even if it's for a little bit. It's like a bar. Lots of people love drinking. You always go back to the bar, right? Same with cigarettes. You know they're bad for you. You know cigarettes are bad for you, but you always go buy another pack. You're like, oh, this will be my last pack. Same goes with everything in life. That's just the way it is. You have your addictions. You have your habits, and this game is a habit. It's a habit. I'm being honest. It's a habit. You always come back. Like, I'm just being real. And it's okay. It's okay, because at the end of the day, we only live once. We're all humans. It is the way it is. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy today's video, and if you agreed with what I had to say, hit the like button. If you didn't agree with anything I had to say, if you think I'm an asshole, well, there's the door. I don't care. Leave a dislike. Leave a hate comment. And I'll definitely take a screenshot of your hate comment, post it in my Discord to make fun of you. It's what I do. I love making fun of people that, you know, can't see the difference in the error of their ways. It's pretty funny. The amount of stupid shit I see online is just incredible. Speaking of incredible, look at this ship in this port, man. Again, decent game, looks good, but it has its fucking moments where it's absolutely and utterly trash, like my live stream the other day, where I was in a Colbert, and I played a few games. I played about an hour on Legends, and I was shooting at a GK at like 12 kilometers, and I could barely hit the GK. Like, how like, dude, my shells were bracketing him every salvo. Like, I was only hitting 1 or 2 shells every salvo, and my aim was perfect, and all my shells were going everywhere but where I was aiming. It's a fucking GK. Like, how do I miss a GK in a fucking Colbert and a cruiser? He was sitting still. He wasn't moving, and I could barely hit him. I was like, bro, fuck this game. If this game is going to be that bad to the point where my shells won't even hit the fucking target that I'm aiming at, and I'm in a very accurate cruiser at Legendary 2, like, what the fuck am I playing? What kind of bullshit, dark magical wargaming nonsense is going on? And that's honestly, it's those kind of games that drive me crazy. And they get me the fuck off. I don't have any time for bullshit no mo. If I have some bullshit happen, I go play a different game. Or I just get off and go do something in real life. And do something worth my time that's better for me. And I encourage everybody to do the same. Play a different game. Find something else you enjoy. I'll continue to make content for this game here and there to pump life back into my channel. To keep my channel somewhat alive. Because if I just quit completely, well, what a big, colossal waste of time that was. I'm in it until the end, ladies and gentlemen. Or until I find a game, like, for example, GTA 6, that can completely take over all of my time and effort. But until then, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But nonetheless, that's the end of the video. Hope you all did enjoy. Again, if you liked it, like it. If you didn't, dislike it. Get out. I don't care. If you really liked it, if you are new to the channel, go down there, hit the sub button. You're not going to find any... content out there that's more realer and more truthful than mine. I have nobody to please but myself and my community here. I can literally say whatever the fuck I want on my channel, and I don't give a shit. I will express myself however I want. I will always be who I am. I don't have anybody to bow down to. Just myself. Oh, and maybe some YouTube people, like the community guidelines and whatnot. But I don't get that extreme to the point where my YouTube videos will get taken down. I'm not that crazy. I'm not gonna post a video of like an ISIS beheading or anything. You know what I mean? Not that bad. I'm just, you know, I just have no time for weak ass bullshit. That's how I am, and that's kind of the person I am. Like, I'll do whatever I want. I'll express myself how I want. And if you don't like it, there's the door. I don't care. Y'all can be woke. Y'all can continue to be fake and put on this fake two-faced persona all you want, but I have absolutely zero patience for it, and I don't care. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I will catch you all on the next one. Have a great one, everybody. I will catch you all later. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.